Hello, and welcome to Inside China Today. I'm Deirdre Brennan, and here are some of the stories we're following for Thursday, April 9th. Demonstrators in Hong Kong denounce the provisional legislature. The OECD issues a gloomy forecast for Hong Kong. And China launches a safe motherhood campaign to lower its mortality rate. Chanting "Shame, shame, shame, rubber stamp," protesters in Hong Kong on Wednesday denounced the China-appointed legislature's work as furthering the interests of Beijing's communist leaders at the expense of Hong Kong. The 60-member provisional parliament, installed within hours of last summer's handover of Hong Kong to China, was dissolved to make way for legislative elections. Democrats in the territory say the legislature has abolished laws protecting human and civil rights. Hong Kong will hold its first parliamentary elections under Chinese rule on May 24th. Meanwhile, an opinion poll published Thursday predicts the Democratic Party will win 13 of the directly elected 20 seats. The party, which held a majority in the last elected legislature, is also expected to win 3 seats in the indirect election. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development has predicted just 0.9% gross domestic product growth for Hong Kong for this year. The OECD says dropping real estate prices are the main reason for Hong Kong's woes. The territory's government, however, has forecast 3.5% growth for 1998. Meanwhile, the OECD says Taiwan's economy is healthier than its neighbors and that the island can expect continued strong economic growth. In its twice-yearly world economic projections, the organization says Taiwan's banking sector and controlled inflation have helped it to resist the financial crisis and currency speculation crippling the region. China will launch a safe motherhood campaign next month aimed at lowering the country's mortality rate for mothers by 50%. China's mortality rate in rural areas is 200 per 100,000 pregnant women. The health ministry says fewer than 20% of women in some areas give birth in hospitals, and that the drive will encourage them to do so. Almost half of the women who died during childbirth died at home or on the way to the hospital. And now for a look at Friday's weather. Skies over Beijing will be partly cloudy. Daytime highs will reach the upper 70s with overnight lows around 50. Expect rain in Shanghai. Daytime highs will reach the low 60s with overnight lows around 50. Expect thunderstorms in Hong Kong. Highs will reach around 80 with overnight lows around 70. It will be partly cloudy in Taipei, and highs will reach 80 with overnight lows around 70 degrees. And that's Inside China Today. For the European Internet Network, this is Deirdre Brennan.